Kevin goes full hoo-ha homophobe. Way back when, before the days of the World Wide Web and 4K TVs, I was in high school with Kevin. We were pretty good friends, part of a group of about guys who all got along and hung out together a lot. We lived in a southern state in the US in a medium-sized city. As life happens, we all graduated high school and went our separate ways. I went to college and Kevin joined the Marines. Years later, we had a phone call to catch up, see how the other guy was doing. I don't remember any of that call except that at one point he mentioned that some people he knew were going to see a play near where he was stationed. I asked if he was going with them and he immediately got all offended. Hell no, it's like catch a fool. I paused. Yeah, so? It's all about gay people. Let me pause there, dear YouTube. This was the mid-90s. I have no idea what military culture in the US is like today, but back then, homophobia was pretty rampant everywhere, and worse in the US military. It wouldn't be another decade before the US legalized gay marriage, for instance. Regardless, Kevin hadn't been like that before joining the Marines. What's wrong with seeing a play about gay people? He made up some excuse, threw out some slurs, you know the drill, it was not okay. And here's where fate shined its light in my direction, because you can't make this kind of a coincidence up. I asked him what he was going to do instead. I'm going to see the new Robin Williams movie. Again, mid-90s, Robin Williams was a huge movie star at the peak of his career. A new Robin Williams movie was definitely a big deal and well worth going to the theater to see. But this particular Robin Williams movie, oh, what glorious timing. You're going to see The Birdcage? Hell yeah, I can't wait. I paused, savoring the irony. Do you know what it's about? Nope, haven't seen any trailer. I'm just going to see the film. Yeah, you should know it's the movie version of La Cage aux Folles. He's playing a gay person. Maybe, just maybe I should have kept my mouth shut, let him discover the movie on his own, but then I wouldn't have been able to savor the prolonged silence as the realization washed over him. To this day, I've never asked him if he went and saw the movie that night or if he's ever seen it. Nor do I know if he's still homophobic or if that was the Marines talking. He lives many thousands of miles away and we just see each other's Facebook every now and then. But I will always remember that conversation. Kevina buys a wireless computer. This is yet another story about a Kevina I had the pleasure of knowing. Apart from going camping alone and using her phone as a flashlight, this is one of the stupidest things she's ever done. This happened almost 4 years ago. Kevina was thinking about buying a laptop because she wanted to use a computer wirelessly instead of her desktop PC. She asked me for my opinion about what to get. I'm not an expert when it comes to PCs and laptops, but I have a good understanding about it. I had been friends with Kevina for about 3 years at this point, and I knew that she wasn't the smartest knife in the drawer, so part of me was dreading this. But on the other hand, I wanted to see how this would play out. Kevina: I'm thinking about buying a wireless computer. What do you think I should get? Me: wireless computer? Oh, like a laptop? Yeah, a laptop, but it has to be wireless. Me, trying to make sure I was on the same page as her. You can use a laptop wirelessly, but it still needs to be plugged in to charge. Kevina: plugged in? I'm buying a wireless laptop. She said wireless loudly and slowly as if I hadn't understand the word. Me giving up on trying to understand what she was getting at. Knowing from past experience, that's like talking to a brick wall. Okay then. What do you want to use it for? And what's your budget? Well, I want to use the internet, play video games and do some video editing, so it needs to work fast. I can only afford about $300. Me: you'd be hard pressed to get a new laptop that does all of that for under $900. You might find a used one for that price, but I doubt it would be much good. My laptop costs $4,000 and it does everything I need it to. Kevina: can I just have yours then? Me, what? What? No, sorry. This conversation went on for well over 30 minutes with her debating to me about the price and not understanding why I don't just give her mine because that's what good friends do. She ended up leaving saying she would figure it out herself. A few days later, I got a call from Kevina. She was frantic. Me, hey Kevina, what's up? Well, I bought a wireless laptop yesterday and it stopped working. How do I fix this? Me, what have you been doing on it? Have you downloaded something you shouldn't? What's on the screen now? Kevina, it's black on the screen. I turned it on when I got home and set it up. It was working fine last night, but when I went to check on this morning, it wouldn't turn on. Me, okay, don't panic. Bring it to my place and I'll have a look at it. Bring the box too. Kevina lived 2 blocks away, so she was over 10 minutes later. She only had the laptop with her, but no charger. I had a feeling that it was just flat, but I tried turning it on just in case. Nothing. Me, where is everything else it came with? Kevina, this is all that was in the box. Me, where's the box? Kevina, I didn't think I needed the box, so I threw it out. Me, please tell me you kept the charger. Bin collection was last night. What charger? I bought a wireless laptop. Wireless doesn't mean cordless. It just means that if it's charged, you can use it without the charger until the battery goes flat. What are you talking about? The man at the store said it was wireless. Me internally facepalming. It's the same as your phone. If you don't charge it, it goes flat, which is what happened here. You need to charge it. Kevina, not listening to reason. I'll just buy a new battery. This one's probably broken. Do you have a spare battery? A new battery? Do you know what a computer battery looks like? They don't just sell them cheap at the store like remote control batteries. They are expensive. Kevina gives a blank stare. Me, you needed that box. It has the charger, the instructions, and the warranty information. Kevina, but I didn't need the box. I only needed a laptop. This is supposed to be wireless. At this point, I gave up trying to explain it to her, and she never asked me about computers after that, and I still don't understand where her logic was coming from. I wonder if she ever got a charger. Who knows? Kevina needs 2 tampons. My friend, we are both in our mid-30s, is the most Kevin person I know. We have been friends forever and she regularly does stuff that blows my mind. Super sweet girl and a gifted artist, but she has her shares of how is she still alive moments. To warm up, my oldest child was reading the book The Outsiders last year, and Kevina noticed what he was reading and said the book is a conspiracy to warp people's minds. Yes, that Outsiders with Johnny and Ponyboy. Why? It ends the same way it starts, so you have to keep reading it. She once gave away some of those blank checks that credit card companies will send. She gave a signed one to me and told me to treat myself. I told her no and asked why she was offering it to me in the first place. The credit card company gave them to me for free. I can write them for whatever I want. Oh hell, it took some time for me to explain that credit card companies didn't give away free money and that she would be on the hook for whatever amount they were written for. She was able to get back 2 of the ones she gave away. Kevina's stepmother didn't want to give hers back, and that was a huge issue. Now for the big one. Kevina wants 2 tampons. This happened about a year ago. She was visiting and told me she needed to use the bathroom. It's that time of month, I need 2 tampons, okay? Okay, I said, wondering why she would need 2 at the moment. You can grab the other when you leave, more if you need. It wasn't uncommon for her to forget to buy the period supplies she needs in advance. Oh no, I need 2 now. Why? Kevina then explains that she had a super heavy flow and needed more than 1 tampon to prevent accidents. I asked how that worked and she gave me a look and said, You know, one for each hole. I told her, no. I most certainly did not know that and chuckled, thinking it was a dumb joke. It helps with the flow, she said seriously. After some back and forth, it was established that she was absolutely serious. I was almost at a loss for words. It works, Kevina said. I don't leak when I wear two. I insisted that there is no way that would ever work. Asked how did she not understand how periods worked, considering she has two kids, and said that sounded painful. She finally gave in a little and said maybe it doesn't work on paper, but if not, then I'm having a placebo effect and my period doesn't know better. So I'm going to keep doing this. Added, I wasn't clear. When she said one for each hole, she meant one for her vagina and one for her butthole.